Good morning, students. Today's topic is functions of operating system. As we have just discussed in last class, operating system is an interface between user and hardware. It gives the interaction between user and hardware. Now, the functions of operating system, very first function is communication manager. As all the peripheral devices are attached in the system, and how to communicate, how to take input, how to process the data, and how to provide the data, that is the first prime task of the operating system, that it manages communication. Second is resource management. All the devices that are attached with the system are known as resources. For example, printer, keyboard, mouse, etc. These all are known as resources. How the resources will work and how they will manage and how the CPU will be allotted to that devices, resources, and how the memory will be allocated to that particular resources, that is the task of resource management. Next is process management. As you know, processing is to be done by, or processing is the task of the CPU, that is Central Processing Unit. Basically, the task of process management will be done by CPU. The OS manages, control, schedules all the processings being executed in the computer. It decides which process gets the processor and how, for how long. Next is memory. Whatever the data we entered, firstly it goes to RAM, and after saving it, it will move to the hard disk. That is the task of memory management, that how much memory will be occupied by a particular file or data, how it will be stored, and where it is to be stored. That is the task of memory management. Next, if we talk about file management, then in our system it can be possible that multiple drives are there, and in multiple drives we can have multiple directories, and in multiple directories we can have multiple files. How to manage all these things, that will be done in file management. There are two types of file systems are there. First is FAT, that is a file allocation table, and second is NTFS, that is new technology file system. Now let's we talk about types of operating system. First is single tasking and multitasking. If the operating system allows only one task at a time, that is a single task operating system. And if it allows multiple tasks and it can handle or able to perform multiple tasks at a single time of moment, it is known as multitasking operating system. Next is single user and multiple user. Same here. If one user can work at a time, that is a single user operating system. Single user operating system allows one user to use the system. The desktop system can be classified as typical single user system. Multi-user operating system allows many users to access the system by maintaining an account of all the registered user. Next is real-time operating system. When we are talking about real-time operating system, means there will be a fixed time slice or fixed response time. At the same time of movement, it will respond or execute any instruction. Operating system which ensures that the response time is fixed are categorized as real-time operating system. They are intended for application where data need to be processed quickly without any significant delay. For example, an anti-aircraft missile system must fire as soon as it receives signal from the enemy aircraft before it leaves the bomb and flies away. Next and last is batch processing system. As the name indicates, batch means set of instructions will be clubbed together and executed as a block. In batch processing system, similar jobs are clubbed together and submitted as a block to the processor for execution. User intervention is minimal as such system. The jobs are picked up by one by one and executed.